Cybersecurity Today brings you the latest cybersecurity news with the help of our sponsor, Trend Micro.
You're more likely to fall for a phishing attack on your smartphone. There might finally be a better answer than using passwords for everything. And it's time for Microsoft's monthly Patch Tuesday event. We're bringing you the latest cybersecurity news. Welcome to Cybersecurity Today. It's Friday, April 13th. I'm Brian Jackson, reading today for Howard Sullivan. Many people use mobile devices like smartphones and tablets. But in a new report, security vendor Lookout warns they aren't as well protected as company-controlled desktop computers. Lookout did phishing tests of its customers with mobile devices between 2011 and 2016. Just over half of recipients clicked on a phishing URL sent to them. In fact, the company says, it's easier to trick people into falling for phishing attacks on mobile devices than it is on PCs. One method is to make a phony app page which hides the fake URL people might be looking for. The unwitting user clicks on a button to enter their password and is stung. How can you protect your user? If your company has a bring your own device policy, ask about its mobile device protection. If it doesn't have a policy, consider adding malware protection for your device. And be careful of links that you receive not only in email, but also in text messages and social media. Using passwords to log on to sites and applications can be a chore. In addition to being risky, so many passwords to remember. It may become easier soon enough. Security Week reports that Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox web browsers may be approved shortly to handle an upcoming passwordless solution. A standard called web authentication has been built by the FIDO Alliance of software companies and the World Wide Web Consortium for browsers. It's in the final stages of approval. Web authentication has already been approved for Windows, Macintosh, Linux, Chrome OS, and Android platforms. Solutions built on this standard will allow smartphones, fingerprints, or eye scanners to be used to log into sites. Goodbye passwords, we hope. Finally, for April's Patch Tuesday event, Microsoft disclosed 64 bugs, and 24 of those were labeled critical, along with a bunch of fixes. That's on top of a non-scheduled Windows update issued last week. Trend Micro notes this week's patches cover problems with the way Windows handles fonts, a flaw in Microsoft Wireless Keyboard 850 that leaves an opening for a nearby attacker to read keystrokes, and another bug that can let someone hijack a vulnerable system and modify or delete its data and programs. So make sure Windows is set to automatically download fixes, or if you prefer to do it manually, make sure it gets done today. That's it for Cybersecurity Today. Add this podcast to your Google Home daily briefing or your Alexa flash briefing. Thanks for listening. I'm Brian Jackson. Howard Solomon returns on Monday.
Cybersecurity Today is produced by the ITWC Podcast Network. This episode was brought to you by Trend Micro, smart, optimized, connected security solutions for your connected world. Learn more at trendmicro.com.